20 dips in a sprinter. What's a to a
Tripping, this is easy, got them excited to meet me.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. In motion, the tight end. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 20, here's second down and 8.
Hey, we're good.
On play action, it's Carr. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw his car. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On the return, it's Tony. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit. And he gets a small gain on the play.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Chiefs at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so wisely just gets rid of it.
Catch is made by Hardman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Taylor now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. To throw, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll work down inside the 45. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Carr now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On play action, now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. In motion left is Thomas. Play action. Now it's Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now Carr again. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Paulson Adebo. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique. And
it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. A big play there for KC. 45 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
At their own 1-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And got his man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Carr. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Carr. He wants it all for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
he was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He's got Ayuk once again. Well, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. As the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Saints 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
93. 93.
Carr to throw on second down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On third down, it's Pacheco. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Well, the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Alontae Taylor to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Carr. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I will continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Saints 3. Harrison Butker at a kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Toss right side to Pacheco. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Kamara up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hey, 734.
Throwing his car on third down. And Thomas has it. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Who's right, Chiefs?
Fourth down.
Right now. Right Monday, down.
Carr going to go on fourth down. And now here is another interception. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. And quickly they get to the line. Now Patrick going to change the play.
At the 22-yard line.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Now here's Mahomes rolling to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown. Rashee Rice from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Kill. What's up?
Here we go with Kamara. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Carr to throw. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. One final try now for Carr. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
The point after, good by Groupie, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high.